This is an audio version of the Sunday school lesson for April the 9th, 2023. The Lord has risen indeed. Luke chapter 24, verses 13 through 21, and verses 28 through 35. To the viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel, Read With Me. If you are new here, please know that you will get an enthusiastic reading of each Sunday school lesson. Please think about subscribing, liking, and sharing. Please help me grow my channel one viewer and one subscriber at a time. God bless. The Lord has risen indeed. Luke chapter 24, verses 13 through 21, and verses 28 through 35. Keep in mind, suddenly their eyes were opened, and they recognized him. And at that moment, he disappeared. Luke chapter 24, verse 31, New Living Translation. Verse 13. That same day, two of Jesus' followers were walking to the village of Emmaus, 7 miles from Jerusalem. Verse 14. As they walked along, they were talking about everything that had happened. Verse 15. As they talked and discussed these things, Jesus himself suddenly came and began walking with them. Verse 16. But God kept them from recognizing him. Verse 17. He asked them, "What are you discussing so intently as you walk along?" They stopped short, sadness written across their faces. Verse 18. Then one of them, Cleopas, replied, "You must be the only person in Jerusalem who hasn't heard about all the things that have happened there the last few days." Verse 19. What things? Jesus asked. "The things that happened to Jesus, the man from Nazareth," they said. "He was a prophet who did powerful miracles, and he was a mighty teacher in the eyes of God and all the people." Verse 20. But our leading priests and other religious leaders handed him over to be condemned to death, and they crucified him. Verse 21. We had hoped he was the Messiah who had come to rescue Israel. This all happened 3 days ago. Verses 28 through 29. By this time, they were nearing Emmaus and the end of their journey. Jesus acted as if he were going on, but they begged him, "Stay the night with us, since it is getting late." So he went home with them. Verse 30. As they sat down to eat, he took the bread and blessed it. Then he broke it and gave it to them. Verse 31. Suddenly, their eyes were opened and they recognized him. And at that moment, he disappeared. Verse 32. They said to each other, "Didn't our hearts burn within us as he talked with us on the road and explained the scriptures to us?" Verses 33 through 34. And within the hour, they were on their way back to Jerusalem. There they found the 11 disciples and the others who had gathered with them, who said, "The Lord has really risen. He appeared to Peter." Verse 35. Then the two from Emmaus told their story of how Jesus had appeared to them as they were walking along the road, and how they had recognized him as he was breaking the bread. Thank you so much for listening, and join me soon for the next audio version of the Sunday School lesson. Stay safe.